Hey guys, you're welcome back to SNS Kitchen. You're very welcome. If today is your first time of coming across my page, a warm welcome to you. Okay, so on today's episode, we are making this delicious Nigerian vegetable soup. Yeah, so without wasting much of your time, let's get into the cooking. To get started, I'll be introducing my choice of protein into my pot. First, I added my beef. I'll be adding my oxtail as well. Please feel free to make use of any protein of your choice. Yeah. So next, I'm going to introduce the cow foot. So I'm going to add my stock fish. I've already gone ahead to wash that very well. It is very clean. So I'll be adding my chopped onions, my salt, and a seasoning cube. I'm going to stir everything well to combine, and I'll be adding just a little bit of water. When I'm done, I'm going to cover that and let this cook for at least 25 to 30 minutes. All the meats I have in here have the same cooking time. The meat we get in this country is not as hard as the ones we find in Nigeria. Okay, so it doesn't take time to cook. So moving further, I'm going to start prepping my vegetables. Over here, I have fresh ugu leaves. Yes. Guys, this is just like a jackpot for me. In the country where I live, these vegetables are so hard to get. Okay, so I have my fresh water leaf as well. Yeah, so there's no vegetable soup without water leaf as long as I'm concerned. So I'll go ahead and pluck everything one by one and clean and wash everything behind the camera. Okay. And that's it, guys. I am done with washing everything thoroughly. I've also gone ahead to cut everything into tiny bits. This is the water leaf, okay? And this is the fresh ugu leaf. Yeah, so I am done with washing and cutting all of that. I don't want the duration of this video to be long. Yeah, so moving on, I'm going to be checking on our meat, and as you can see, it's boiling nicely. So it's time for me to pull my stockfish out to avoid that splitting further. When I'm done, I'm going to cover my pot and let this continue cooking for the next 15 minutes. And this is 30 minutes after our meat is done cooking. It is soft already. So next I'm going to remove everything. I'm going to be separating the meat from the stock. Guys, one thing about vegetable soup is this. Make sure you control the amount of water you're using for the soup. Okay, do not add much water when seasoning the meat. As you can see, I have very little stock in here. This is to make sure I don't have a watery soup after cooking. Okay, so control the amount of water you add at the beginning, like from the beginning. Control the water you add. Okay, so to this I'm going to introduce my red palm oil, my blended crayfish, my habanero pepper, and a seasoning cube. Next step, I'm going to introduce my already deboned and thoroughly washed dried fish. Yeah, so I'm going to cover my pot and let this cook very well for at least 15 good minutes. Please do not worry about the red palm oil, okay? This is not much. You're going to see that at the end of our cooking, the soup is going to be balanced. Just let's continue cooking. So this is 15 minutes later. I checked on it and yeah, it's ready to accept my meat. The whole parboiled meat and the stock fish, everything I removed, I'm going to be adding them back right now. At this point, if you feel your soup is kind of thick, if you feel you don't have much stock, please add a little bit of water to loosen it up. But as you can see, mine is very okay. I love the way it is. I'll be adding water as I go. Yeah, so I'm going to let this cook for another 7 minutes. And after 7 minutes of cooking, this is how it looks like. The sauce is reducing rapidly, so I'm going to be introducing the water leaf. You know the water leaf contains much water, so I'm going to be adding that for us to cook for at least 2 to 3 minutes. This is to allow the water leaf to release its own juice, okay? But I'm going to be adding just a little bit of water to that. And I'm going to cover my pot and let this cook for at least 2 to 3 minutes, like I said earlier on. So I won't be adding my ugu leaf at this moment, okay? Till it produces water. Please do not add much water to your vegetable soup. You won't like it. You won't. And after 3 minutes of cooking, I checked and the soup is ready to accept my ugu leaf. As you can see, it's boiling nicely. It's not watery and it's not thick. So at this moment, I'm going to introduce my ugu leaf. And after adding the ugu leaf, I'm going to off my cooker immediately. Okay? After adding your ugu leaf, if you feel your soup is still very thick, please add a little bit of water, just little, to loosen it up. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm going to stir everything well to combine, and we are done cooking. So guys, make sure your cooker is turned off while adding your ugu leaf, okay? Do not overcook the vegetable. Yeah, so it's time for me to serve. So guys, as you can see, I'm about to enjoy mine. Yes, this soup tasted so amazing, like very delicious. Okay, you can have this with any swallow of your choice. Yeah, so thank you so much for staying with me throughout this episode. I truly appreciate. Until I come your way next time, remain blessed. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye.